We've got one of our female competitors, our only female competitor. No pressure there, Rebecca. No pressure. Got Rebecca and her teammate, which happens to be her soulmate, husband, friend, and at this particular moment, the tender. He is working hard. He's wanting a free trip to Vegas. He's trying to get some of that pickup truck. We got Rebecca and Shelby. Thank you guys. Good luck to you. We're looking forward to seeing something out of you guys. You can see Terry Watson here with his tender jack. They are steadily at it. Again, we are well underway, just a few minutes into our 1 hour competition. We are walking down the wall here, as you can see. What this one starter course will be by the end of the hour will be somewhere between, what do we expect to lay? 400, 500, 600 brick here. They're well underway, as you can see. Taking time with the stability level, Marshalltown trial. As you can see, folks, this is just not your 8 to 5 job. This is a skill that's considered an art. And we could use more of you, so that is why we're here, to promote the masonry industry and to find the next bricklayer champion, SPEC 500 mason. As you can see, these guys are carefully building their leads up with anticipation to coming across, lining up the brick. Again, they're checking for plumb, they're checking for square, they're ensuring that everything's looking good. We got a nice wall going here. He's just minutes into it, folks. Minutes into it, he's already done that, well, he's done what I couldn't do in a day already. Give you a few good live action shots here, as you can see. These guys are getting after it. Somebody is gonna go home with a smile on their face and an airplane ticket, some cash, money, Marshalltown trial. Shout out, how's it going? Anybody at home you want to talk to? There, your wife, yeah, well, I'm sure she's watching. Again, folks, we are live here in Oklahoma City at our SPEC Mix Bricklayer 500 event. As you can see, I am at the end of the wall. He is building his leads up and will soon be coming across this wall so that he can get the count in and hopefully be our next contender in Las Vegas. As you can see, we've got our Tulsa Tech students here. They're taking care of making sure that our masons have the mud and they have things ready to go.
50 minutes left. We're going to call every 10 minutes.
Got Roy and Stephen here. They are steadily getting after it.
50 minutes left, guys. 50 minutes and gals.
And we're 10 minutes into this, guys. 10 minutes. And you can see there is no one slowing down.
If you notice, we've got students out here in the middle of you guys, the Tulsa Tech. Put your hands up in the air. We appreciate you guys coming out here. Thank you very much.
Again, the mason, he is not allowed to go on the other side of the wall. The tender cannot hand him bricks. He is able to get his workstation ready. They've got a system to make it as convenient as possible for the guys to reach over, grab the brick without crossing the wall. Again, folks, this is not just putting brick up and hoping that it sticks and stays. This is a competition where quality, craftsmanship, plumb, voids,
we've got some
and the bricks count.
From Marshalltown and Ford, who wants some free stuff? You see Trey walking towards the Brown Machinery building. He's going to give out stuff to anybody.
If you're at home watching this event live and you're in the Oklahoma City area, I would hurry. You got about 50 minutes to come out here and root on your favorite mason and tender. I know the state fair is going on here in Oklahoma, but man, we have got the folks here. It doesn't cost you anything. Come on out, discover the art of masonry, These guys will talk to you. They'll visit with you all day long. As you can see, these guys are getting after it. They're ready to go to Vegas. We'll kind of walk around a little bit and shout out to some of our sponsors: Stability Level, Multi-Quip, Kubota, Midwest Brick and Block, Summit Specialties. Guys, we wouldn't be anything without you. Stand back here and give you a little bit of a view of what's happening here in Oklahoma. Back over here with Rebecca, where she says she ain't making dinner. She's making plans to go to Vegas. That's what I'm talking about. I promise you, she don't have to look very far for where her husband's at. He's out here working. He's keeping her ready.
You were great in Vegas, James. We love you.
Love you too, man. I got a fan club. What can I say? I love it. Where can you have a job where folks just like to walk around and talk to you about the industry that you love, the industry that has been around since dirt? And I'm a proud employee, SPEC Mix Quickcrete, who's a major sponsor of our Las Vegas World of Concrete World Championship. Again, these guys will compete to go to Las Vegas for the Ford F-250. Lots of cash and prizes, trophies that say the world champion. David, Christian, you guys gonna do it? We're going to Vegas, yeah? I'll be there. Some of you at home are wondering, man, what is a Bricklayer 500 event? You're looking at it. It's a competition that has a 30-foot stall. They have 1 hour to lay as many bricks, as accurate, as straight as possible, with less deductions as possible. These guys will compete for about another 45 minutes, take a small break, and then they come back for about 20 minutes and they clean the wall up. This is kind of like one of those movies, folks, that you don't want to end, but the end result is fantastic. So as you see what you see now, we'll come back here in about 45 minutes live, and you'll see exactly why these guys do what they do in terms of being an artist, which I call the mason. These guys are putting up museum quality artwork, as I would call it. In this case, modular clay brick with SPEC Mix pre-blend mortar. Big shout out to all the fans that showed up. As you can see, we have a crowd here in Oklahoma. We've got our judges here in red shirts. Thank you very much, judges. Tulsa Tech, shout out to Tulsa Tech, sponsoring all of our young men to furnish these guys with mortar. We could not do it without them. Thank you, Tulsa Tech. Let's go over here and see if we can't razzle up a few of our fans. As you can see, this is where it's about. I would say something like this is where the rubber meets the road, but it's more like where the brick meets the mortar. I'm gonna coin that one, guys. Again, let's just keep it quiet here. We'll do a little bit of what NASCAR does, and they keep the announcers quiet for a few minutes and check out the action. Like an artist strokes his paintbrush, this guy works his trowel to lay the bricks as straight, square, and plumb as he possibly can. Not only did he earn a really respectable living, but he's earning an opportunity to go to Las Vegas for the Ford F-250. Recognition, big WWF SPEC Mix brick laying championship belt, and a lot of money. Let's go over here and talk to our crowd. How we doing, fans? How we doing? Woo! We're live at SPECmix.com, and thank you folks for coming out and supporting your teams. We got the youth involved here. Nice to see you kids. Who you here to support? All right, he's the man. We'll be watching. Again, it's a family event. This is not, again, not something that you want to miss. If you miss this here in Oklahoma City, of course we'll be back next year, but we do these all over the country. Have a few coming up, Texas, and again, all over the United States. Be sure to go to SPECmix.com, guys. Check us out. You're gonna see the calendar there. You'll see where the regional events are, and if you've got a Mason in your family, your neighborhood, one of your friends, get them involved by being active at the SPEC Mix BRICKLAYER 500. These guys do not come here to play. It's work. No, they're not on the scaffolding anywhere. They're not at a job site, but they're on the main stage, as we would call it. As you can see, he's keeping it.
Hey guys.
Keeping his mortar ready on the board. Thank you, Gatorback, for sponsoring us this. What's that?
Separate the nip from the board.
There you go. If you people have ever driven by a building and you just kind of notice, wow, what a nice building, take a look at all the time and the art that goes into it. Because these guys built a 30-foot wall, double-sided, in 1 hour. Within the next 30, 40 minutes, folks, you're going to be witnessing the champion here of Oklahoma in reference to the local regional winners. Let's take a look down this wall here. As you can see, these guys, they go from one level to the next. Pulls his string, he keeps the brick lined up. I want to take a quick minute to thank you for joining us here at SPECmix.com. We put these things on live for you, the Mason, and the world to experience one of the most incredible, the largest, most well-recognized event in the nation, which would be our SPEC Mix BRICKLAYER 500. Again, we're in Oklahoma City, and in just a few short months, we'll be in Las Vegas, checking out the whole show all over again. Give you a little bird's eye view of what's happening here. For you Oklahoma City people, I know you're aware of what's going on in this city, and that would be the State Fair of Oklahoma. Well, this would be what we would say the State Fair of bricklaying. Come on out, come join us. By the time we're over here and you have a little food, you see the awards get handed out with prizes, take the kids, wrap it up, and go to the fair.
Midwest Block got his hand up in the air. We got the 50-50 raffle right here. It goes for a good cause. Half of it you win a prize, the other half will go to Tulsa Tech and to Meridian Tech Masonry School here in the region. So guys, you can throw out $5 or $20, win some pretty good prizes.
As you can see, he's got his leads built up. He's working across the wall to build up, to meet his leads, and he'll build more leads and keep on going. Action doesn't stop for another good 45 minutes plus. Brad, Christian, we appreciate you guys being here. There is no walking around here, that's for sure. Let's just take a peek at this man's technique. All types of techniques, as you'll see here. We got guys that are game day ready. Little tip of the trade here, taping the fingers. Gives them a little better grip on the brick. Keeps those fingers lady love soft. But more than that, it helps him grabbing these brick and holding on to them so that he can grab another one as quickly as he can. Watch this team here at work. Again, we're live here in Oklahoma City at our regional SPEC Mix Bricklayer 500 event. These guys prep all year for this. They think about it, they want to do it, and they're here. I do want to take a quick moment to thank our sponsors, Belden Brick, Steel, Homeward and Bernard, Stabila Level, of course, our Ford pickup trucks, Kubota,
All right, guys.
Multi-Equip,
Just got word that the taco
Marshalltown, IQ Power, and not last but least, Quick Creek.
Back down here to the right, we got taco trucks, we got tables, we got water, we've got drinks. We get filled.
So you can see it's warming up to be a good day here if guys are staying hydrated. They've got the game faces on. Again, we appreciate you coming here and watching us live. You never know what pops up out of the woods. Look at there, we got Jim in the house. Spoke to this man earlier and he says that he's gonna pose for the next Superman poster.
I'll try it.
But first he's gotta win.
Yeah, I gotta win.
Well, my money's on you.
Thank you, sir.
How about that? Don't tell nobody else that though. Again, confidence is a big deal, but a painter paints and he does it because he loves it, but he also does it because he's an artist. And I guarantee you this man, he doesn't have a paintbrush, but he's got an artistic trowel. Got a good looking wall going here. As you can see, smart man got his leads up, working his way to them. Several techniques by several masons, folks. Da Vinci Precast. Appreciate you guys. Looks like Rebecca's got a nice looking wall here. Just watch Rebecca at action here. Again, guys, this is not just for men, right? This is not just for men.
Oh, no.
This is a skilled trade, a trade of artistic value. I encourage each of you ladies and young women at home, ladies in high school, grab a trowel, put a brick in your hands. It's an interesting, rewarding career. Not just for men at all. Again, Rebecca's already laid more brick than I could in a week. What's that?
She's awesome. She's my hero.
There you go. Love it, love it. Again, guys, this is not only just an individual sport or competition. It's a husband and wife team, and it warms my heart to see this happening. I'm happy for them. Got Terry Watson and Jack Easley here. And I will say, Terry has got one beautiful wall. You can see he's pulling his strings up to his next level of brick. Again, as you can see, this is not just about speed, but this is about accuracy. It's about cleanliness. These walls have to look like, well, they have to look like a wall you and I would want to purchase or would expect to be on our job or home or business. Let's take a look at Terry at action. Again, this is a beautiful day. If you're here local in the Oklahoma City market, come on out. Stop by Brown Machinery here in Oklahoma City, just down the street from the State Fair. Heck, attend 2 events in one day. I can't think of a better way to spend my day than in a regional SPEC Mix Bricklayer 500 event, watching the winners get awarded. Then head over to the State Fair and get you a corny dog. We're watching Brad Ivy do his very best to walk home with the trophy and the recognition of being the regional bricklayer champion heading to Vegas. Give you a little bird's eye view and stay out of his way, of course, but we're going to let you look at the action. Again, if you watch the hands of these men and women, it is a skill. I want to thank all these guys for coming out here to Oklahoma City. Thank our sponsors, Brown Machinery, for letting us conduct business here on their facility. We would not be able to do it without them.
All right, guys, 30 minutes, that's halfway. You're halfway there.
We are halfway there,
All
folks.
you folks that are here to cheer on your team,
Again, this event is a 1-hour competition. They're halfway into it, and no one is going slow at this point. They're thinking about their walls. Not too many of them eyeballing over their shoulder, but they are working to win the SPEC Mix Bricklayer 500 here in Oklahoma City. You see different ways and different techniques with folks doing things with their mortar. Some are using shovels, some are using buckets. Tenders are keeping their mortar ready to rock and roll for their mason.
Something a little bit different than what you guys see on the job. It's, you can't go on the other side. Look, only go on one side of the wall. They can straddle the edge, but they can only go on one side of the wall. So that's a little bit different. So they have to lay the back force overhand. Also, their tender can't hand them anything. All the tender can do is handle the mud and handle the brick. Can't handle a trowel, can't handle his level, can't do anything, can't help hand the bricklayer anything. And that's something a little bit different than it's on the wall. So the guys are keeping an eye on that, making sure that nobody's crossing over. The tenders are
again, we want to thank all our masons and tenders for being here. We want to thank all you folks at home, because I know we have a crowd of folks. Whether you're at your desk, whether you're sitting in the parking lot getting ready to have a lunch across the United States somewhere, you click on us. Get that phone out and specmix.com it and click on the regional live events and have an interesting lunch or break. As you can see, we have local media here, we have lots of fans here, we've got our mudslingers here from Tulsa Tech. You can see our mudslingers actively keeping the silos stocked with product.
Adam Gilson, who's also from the local. And then we've got Darren Delpit, we all know who Darren is. With Providence Masonry, also a many-time.
We got Carlos and Juan here. One beautiful wall. As you can see, there's various techniques, and we've mentioned that throughout the morning, but as you'll see, speed and accuracy together make one beautiful wall, as you can see. Check out this wall, folks. As you can see, his technique is to build his leads up on the end, gets him to a level to where he's going to accomplish by coming back, raising his strings, spreading his mortar, comes back, lays the brick, keeps it square level, and goes to the next level. Kind of interesting being able to be behind the scenes from the cameraman myself. Again, I'm James Boozing here at the Oklahoma City Regional event for SPEC Mix Bricklayer 500. We are happy to bring this to you. Interesting, well-rounded group of masons and tenders. This guy's keeping their mortar ready to go, keeping it full, spreading it out. Again, Leaf here, as you can see, he's got his leads built up, working his way up. He'll continue from there. But a very, very interesting wall.
Right.
Clean. It's going to be a close competition, I'm telling you that now, based on my experience watching these guys work. Give you a little view of what's going on here today. It's action-packed. Got about a little less than a half an hour to get things taken care of, meaning wrapped up, cleaned up. Take them a little break here, about 15-20 minutes. We'll give them a few minutes to take a break. They come back and then they'll be able to tool and clean up and fill in any voids or vacancies in their wall. I want to take a quick moment to appreciate you guys for joining us. We know all of you are busy, but it takes the folks at home watching this to keep it going. I'm starting to sense the sense of urgency on these guys. I'm hearing them talk to their teammates about speeding up, keeping it going. This guy's laying mud as quick as I can walk. I shouldn't say this guy, that's Brad Ivy. Looking for good things out of him. That's right, we're live here in Oklahoma City to see who will be our next Super Mason. No, really, we're here to see who will be our next regional Oklahoma Regional Bricklayer Champion, who will fly to Vegas with their tender and compete for valuable prizes. The Ford F-250, of course, everyone here is seeking to jump in the seat of that thing and drive it home. Leads are getting higher, walls are getting cleaner, crowds are getting a little bit louder. See his tenders getting his brick ready, stacked up in the way that he prefers to have them. You'll notice that he's tilting his brick sideways at an angle, whereas they start out straight. They're allowed to set them and place them any way that they want. All brick must have face out. And again, that helps, the tender that is, helps to maintain control of that. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. We will be posting winners, pictures, photos of the event. If you haven't had a chance to check out the events, go to specmix.com. You can bring up any of the regionals that have already taken place. Heck, you got a little bit of time, watch the Las Vegas event from last year, and I'm promising you, you'll be booking your flight to come check out the artists at work, the vendors supporting. I can't think of a better reason to be in Vegas. Well, maybe a couple, but we are there for the BRICKLAYER 500 event. Of course, we've got our crowd here supporting all their teams. There we go. I want to thank everybody for being here. Got Brown Machinery, who has done an excellent job at taking care of us. You can see they got a crowd, folks visiting their store. Our fans are eagerly anticipating the winners of the competition to get back on the wall. You guys can see we're super proud of our sponsor, Stabila, Gatorback Boards. The sun's keeping the mortar nice. You can see he's going from one Gatorback board to the other with SPEC mix mortar. These boards are strategically placed so that there is no downtime for the mason. The tenders roll just to keep mud on the board. But where these guys do not slow down. And as you can see, this man is making me tired. You're looking at James Floyd here and his teammate and tender Mike. Left in our competition. As you can see, time is of essence.
And all of the also tech students here for volunteering for us. I'm standing here next to one of you. You've been very diligent out here. What's your name? Yes?
No breaks for these guys. It's 1 hour of getting after it, doing everything they can to make sure that their wall is going to be nice, level, plumb.
That's how you start. That's how we have.
One way they do that is with the middle level. Appreciate you guys. Couldn't do it without you.
I'll see you in a second. Good luck, man.
Again, we got our husband and wife team, Rebecca and Shelby. Get a little bit of Rebecca's action here on the wall. You can see she's taking precise actions to make sure her wall is one of the prettiest out here. You ladies watching need to make sure that this is on your checklist. You never know.
I gotta clean them up, Mark.
There you go.
So we might have 800, but by the time they get to this, we might have 200. Slow and steady.
Husband's exactly right. Slow and steady sometimes wins a race. This is one of those races per se where quality does count. gonna move over here and take a peek at Carlos's wall. One impressive mason here. Let's just take a quick look at what he's got going on here.
Get her back. Okay, Carlos, it's time to turn up the heat.
Carlos and Juan doing their best to strategize. We're gonna just keep a little close eye on him here. Carlos is no stranger to doing that. You can see speed is of all essence here. Little close-up action of how the mortar meets the brick here. We're staying out of these guys' way to make sure that not slowing down. It's definitely one of those walls that's going to be up there for contention for our winner. These last few 15-20 minutes or so, we're going to focus on the wall. Keep a sharp eye so that you folks at home can see exactly what it is to become the SPEC Mix Bricklayer 500 champion. See, his tender is keeping his wall stocked with brick, keeping him motivated. Excited to be here and he's ready to go to Vegas. These guys are focused, head down, brick on the wall. There you see the result of what this man is capable of doing. An outstanding looking wall. Good job, guys, good job. We'll mosey over here and take a look at some of our other competitors as they race to the finish line. Got Jacob and Tyler here doing their best. Tender keeping him supplied with his brick. She'll continue by building his leads up and moving on from there. Slide across the aisle. Check out a few more walls. Again, we want to thank you for joining us here at SPECmix.com. watching our Oklahoma City Regional Live event, where these Masons are competing to become the regional SPEC Mix Bricklayer champion of the Oklahoma area and surrounding market. Let's just see how he's doing here, laying his walls. You can see again, he's got his fingers taped. Lines are strung. Hey Trey. Back down the wall here. We're gonna watch Rob and Dave at work for a sec. Let's check out the action for a minute, folks. So you can see he's keeping it on the line, which keeps his brick in order, keeps it level,
We got 10 minutes. We got
keeps it
10
at the right
minutes.
height, keeps the bed joints the same.
10 minutes. We're going to call 5 minutes. Call every minute after that.
And we are only 10 minutes away, folks. 10 minutes away from these guys taking a short little 5 break to get them some hydration action going on.
Also, if you're
Then
local,
folks like James here
$600 plus Marshalltown
is going to be coming back, cleaning his wall up.
Stability levels. We got top crafting for $500 plus tools. Crafting tools. We got the Marshalltown Trail. And then we've got third place, second and third place. So this is what you can get locally, and then of course you go to Vegas, you get a chance to win stuff. And there's a few people here that know what that's like. So they can tell you. So it's time to put on. You guys, please encourage your teams. We got the fried taco truck back here. They're serving food. We've got Lawrence over here.
We are close to the end of our competition in reference to bricks being laid.
And for you, 50-50.
Still a bit of a process to come back, clean the walls up, get them looking good, correct any imperfections that they can. Guys are working in unison, teamwork, letting him know what he's got and where it's at. As you can see, he's keeping his wall nice and level and plumb. Building his leads up here. Raising his strings in anticipation of laying his next course. He is off. Again, if you're just now joining us, we're about 10 minutes or so away from finishing the actual bricklaying portion of our SPEC Mix Bricklayer 500. We thank you for joining us. If you're here local in the Oklahoma City area, feel free to come out. There's plenty of time. Check out these guys and their artistic abilities. See Brad increasing here. Got one good looking wall. Nice, plumb, straight, clean. Definitely a contender here for us. Hey, John. So you see he's making some corrections here before the competition's finished. Again, they'll come back here in a few minutes when they're done taking their little break. They'll be able to then check out their walls, clean up any imperfections, fill in voids, trowel the walls out and clean them. As you can see, guys, it's not a matter of just throwing a brick up here and moving to the next one. It's about putting her up there where it goes, keeping it level. Big shout out to Stabila. These guys wouldn't be able to do the work that they do without you.
5 minutes, you got 5 minutes, guys, 5 minutes.
It's hard to believe it, folks, but we do have 5 minutes left in our competition. Seems as though everything worth doing goes by quick. And I'm here to say these guys have built one nice looking wall. We're gonna move around and check out some of our other competitors as they move along and strive to be the SPEC Mix Bricklayer 500 regional champion. We got James and Mike here with one beautiful wall. We got Rob and Dave here, as you can see. Rob has not slowed down and is building one beautiful wall. 5 minutes doesn't mean it's time to slow down. As you can see, he is not taking a break. The last opportunity to get all bricks that he can so they can get them counted. As you can see, he's comfortable and confident that he'll get the next 2 leads up. He has got his bricks stacked up to where all he has to do is fill in. 4 minutes, he can lay a lot of brick, folks. T minus 3 minutes, folks, and as you can see, these guys do not let 1 minute waste. They're laying brick to the last minute. These guys are no stranger to quality. This is something they do day in, day out. Today, it's not just for fun, but it's for cash, it's for prizes, and it's for a Vegas trip. We're looking about 2 minutes left, and you can see these guys don't slow down to the 2 minute mark.
What you can do with this win.
Muzzy over here and check out a few more of our folks. We got Terry, Watson, and Jack. Again, Terry using her stability level here to ensure his wall's nice and plumb. This is not a competition of just seeing how many brick you can get up with our mortar. This is about doing it right, folks. This is strategy, this is thought, and this is work. We got 1 minute left. These guys are getting those walls plumb, getting them straight. He's checking his wall for square and plumb to ensure that he is looking good. You can see he's not happy with a few of his last remaining brick, and he wants to come back and make it right. He is definitely competing to be one of our craftsmen of the day. Craftsman meaning the least amount of deductions, best looking wall. We're gonna watch him fix his wall here real quick.
10 seconds.
Got about 10 seconds to go.
7, 6, 5.
David's getting after it. And it's about to be trowel up. Wow. Wow. What an event. What an event. Nice job. Nice job, team. Nice job. You guys have done well. Outstanding work. Outstanding work. I am too. I am super proud of you folks.
I'm pretty sure that you beat my number by last year.
There you go. There you go. That's all what it's about. A little friendly competition. Thank you guys. You guys have done outstanding. Nice looking wall. I really appreciate it. So what do you think about it?
Wet wood.
How you think you did?
All right.
Good, good. Well, we'll be looking at them here in a minute. Take a break.
That one there.
As you can see, it's trowels up. It is time to take a little bit of a 5 minute or so water break. They will be coming back. They'll be touching up their walls. We'll give them 20 minutes to clean them up so they can see how well they did. Wow, what an event. This is somewhat one of those events that you can catch live at SPECmix.com. You can kind of get a really good feel. We try to bring the action to you. This is not an announcer sport, meaning I don't need to be the one that sits around commentating and letting you look at my pretty face, but this is all about these guys. These guys right here. Carlos and Juan here with one fantastic looking wall. Serious competitors. This will be one of our contenders for sure. Good looking wall, guys. Good looking wall. Stroll down the walls here and check out these guys' work. Some of our judges are already fast at it. Judges are beginning to just do the brick count. That's one thing that doesn't necessarily change without cleaning of the wall. We got Carson and Trey with Spec Mix. Doing a little bit of the judging here, as you can see. Carson checking the wall for plumb. Another fantastic wall here you folks will see. these guys a quick 5-minute break. You'll see them come back in a minute and use their technique at cleaning the wall, putting the spit shine to it, if you say. But what these guys will be doing is they'll be coming back in here and they'll be filling in some of these voids that you might see where maybe the border's not quite where they would like to have it. They'll get an opportunity to come in here, clean the walls up, get them ready for our judges. Speaking of, if that's not a Da Vinci, I don't know what is. You can see the look on these guys' face. They are ready to see who won this thing. They are talking about what they did and didn't do and what they would like to do. Again, we take this serious. Our judges are doing the best they can to make sure that to get the brick count for the guys.
Make sure to go get yourself some tacos from the fried taco. The taco truck we have back there, I just had a couple of them and they're really good. Really good.
Again, I want to thank our sponsors, Multi-Quip, Quickcrete, couldn't do it without you, Midwest Block and Brick, Kubota, Summit Specialties, and of course, Brown Machinery, who has been here for us. And we really appreciate these guys hosting us and helping us out. One heck of a facility here. We have Frank here, one of our mudslingers. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate the hard work you're doing. Again, you can see our stage where we'll soon have our winners. Banners of our sponsors once again. Best Block, we really appreciate you guys. Block Loader, Prism, IQ Power Tools, Hydra Mobile. If you guys haven't checked out what a Hydra Mobile is, I highly recommend you get on Instagram, get on the web, Google them. It's one of the most efficient ways of doing scaffolding, and as you can see, they are a major sponsor for us here. We appreciate what they do.
For those of you who are watching the judging and kind of wondering what's going on, we've got different teams of judges that do different things. So we've got over here on the last booth over by the silo, Trey's doing an overall count. And then we've got Carson and his group, they're overdoing the plumb, making sure there's 9 points of plumb. There's 4 on each end and 1 in the middle. And that has to be within a 1/4 inch tolerance.
Again, their judging is wrapping up.
These guys over here, looks like they're doing height, making sure that height on the end, in the middle, on the other end is the 1/4 inch tolerance, or they get cost per brick. The height and the plumb cost quite a few bricks. Other guys are looking for brick joints. You got head joints that have tolerances. They have to be within a certain tolerance. The head joint has to be within a certain tolerance.
We are just minutes away from these guys getting back at it, starting to do their thing.
One side, that's called a tip brick. That can cost you if it's over a 1/4 inch out of tolerance. And you have brick bricks.